I am surprised I've not done more Super Smash Bros. As of late. It is a terrific game. It's always a great time playing it. I made many videos for the Wii U game when this channel was just getting going, and I played a lot of Ultimate when that came out, and I sprinkled in some of the older games as well. But I really haven't done it much as of recent, and as I keep finding bigger challenges to do, I figured I should do a video about it. So back to Smash Bros. We go. The game that either settled schoolyard arguments with Doritos and soda, or what drunk college people play when they are too smashed. And for the working world, it's a way to remember the golden old days, as the reality of being adult is always so grim. So I'm excited to play it again. The first step to making any video is you have to create the thumbnail. And I'm not much of an artist, but I realize it's the age of AI. So I'll use that to make it for me. This is interesting. It looks like they tried to make the O into the Smash Bros logo, but failed. It's also now Ario, and I don't know what the hell that is. Or this. I think that's a tail coming out from what I presume is Princess Peach. Which I guess is old news, as we already know that she is a furry. Although I feel bad for Mario, as I think his ankle is facing the opposite direction. The poor thing is shattered. So, let's try another one. Okay, this seems to be worse. Mario couldn't decide if he was going to be Cat Mario or regular Mario. Also, his hand is dangerously swollen. He must have hit a brick block that did not break. I believe that is Toad in front of him, who seems to have turned into quite the rebel now that he is taller and stealing Mario's hats. He's also capturing a star using chopsticks. Although that's pretty impressive with chopsticks. But I don't recall him being a playable character in Smash Bros. In fact, for the latest Smash Bros, everyone is here. But these two are from another multiverse. So if anyone is nervous that AI will take over the entire world, well, at least these images from Deep AI tells us that it has a ways to go. It's best I should just get going with the gameplay, which, what's I gonna do in Smash? I just realized I haven't decided yet. Oh, why not the World of Light? Yeah, while we were arguing over whether this was gonna be a port or not, you remember that whole argument in 2018? Nintendo added in a very extensive adventure mode to this game, which I found quite fun, but I never actually beat. It says here I played over 11 hours of it. I also was doing it on hard, so Past Me was not a little scaredy pants, and Present Me, well, he'll try to make Past Me proud. But I wouldn't bet on it. Future me here. I said you would not need to bet on it back here when I recorded that audio about 2 months ago or so. You can probably tell by the length of this video being almost 40 minutes, by far my longest one I made. Yeah, you should not have bet on it. I'm gonna really struggle, and if you continue to watch the gameplay and you hate how bad I do, I don't blame you. I should have picked an easier challenge. You can continue on past me. It also says I last played 3 years ago. I don't even recall playing then. I think most of my progress was back in 2019. Which, remember how good things were back then? Still waiting for Doc Brown and Mario to use their time machine to save us, as we know exactly what event they must go to in order to save this timeline. I think the main point is I have made great progress, but I really am not sure. I forgot, and I kind of forget exactly how the mechanics work in the World of Light. So a lot of this will be a learning experience, despite the fact that I'm actually very far along in this playthrough. So I'm going to relearn what I can, and you all can get on the boat of learning with me. Which, if any of you out there in school will hear that expression, goddamn, you should jump overboard, because that is going to be a nightmare of a class. Let's do it. Let's beat the World of Light. We are taking Lapras to this island. I'm going to face the map fish from the Wind Waker, who apparently is represented by Squirtle. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I just won without taking any damage. This is hard mode? Really? Honestly, how did I not already beat this? It's probably laziness. It's usually always laziness. So in the World of Light, I recall you started as Kirby, but I immediately booked it to wherever Snake was to unlock him. He has become my go-to since Smash Bros. Brawl. He was such an out-of-blue character to add to the game that got so many people hyped. And all of his tech made for great weapons of all ranges. Mostly long range for me. I just kind of like hunting foes down using the Nikita missile. That's a lot of fun. Some of my favorite combos is to use like his roll attack and then an up smash, or just dropping C-Force from the heavens on my foes, they'll never see it coming. Actually, when I'm in a pinch, I kind of use my up smash a ton. It blows away anyone who's anywhere near me. Like here, we have the 2 L's. A foot up the ass is pretty good too. And erotic. There is probably a lot of better combos, but these will do it for me. You can also see here in the gameplay that I am unlocking the Mii Gunner right now. Yeah, like Snake, you have to go to all different sections of the World of Light to unlock the different fighters. And after a bit of time or damage or some kind of rule, you get your final smash attack. And that saved my ass here. Snake had the grenade launcher when you're like on the helicopter in Brawl, which I found a ton more fun than this, but I guess his attack works pretty well too. And good progress, me. I've now beaten several foes as badly as Daddy did Mommy, and I got the meat gunner. You could say I am gunning it through this challenge. Or I was. Until I enter the jungle. I got no idea what this is, but I am trying to beat this challenge quickly. I do not got 10 hours to let this random team throw treasures into a chest. Oh man, we gotta do something for Deku Link. The look he's given that flower is the one we give when we see our dog dying. So let's talk about another element of the World of Light. An actual element, electricity. You got Machu Pikachu here shocking me, and then he had me frozen here in his sights with Mr. Freeze taking over the world.
Tonight's forecast, a freeze is coming.
So I should probably talk about these spirits, which honestly, I don't really know much about them. You get a primary one that specializes in either attack, defense, or throw power. Whatever you pick enhances that power, and it's smart to pick one that's good matchup against whatever the enemies is. Like here my attack is better than his throw, so I should be able to beat him quite easily. God damn it. You can also get support spirits too, which can give you additional abilities. I have a few I'm pretty fond of, but in this scenario, getting one that makes me immune to ice would be a good way to go. Which it was, as I made Kirby regret even being born by countering his cutter attack. For my other fight, I just kinda got lucky and got my final smash like at the right time. Sometimes it's fun having the overpowered attacks and you don't have to really do anything. It kinda feels like you're upper management at a company. But as for me, I am still waiting for that raise they promised me a couple years ago. So where to now? This fiery portal seems promising.
Nope. Nope. Fuck this shit.
I found myself going over to the skills tree instead of getting eaten alive by Donkey's wife. Yeah, this is the skill tree. You can like upgrade several stats here. You earn skill points by beating all these different enemies in the World of Light, and you cash them in here to upgrade all sorts of skills. I can't say I've used it too much though, as I feel like most of the fights are like these ones against the train engineers, or basically I just steamroll the crap out of them. I'm alright at Smash, I'm not like a pro gamer at all, but it does feel like many of these battles aren't really that tough, even on hard mode. I'll run to some tougher battles at some point, but so far I come back to this and doing pretty good. So I kept running around and just found some fun battles, like this one that makes you feel like you're a bullet train. But I got to find out where to go. Let's look at the map. Okay, I might not be the smartest person in the room, but I'm assuming that shining spot up there is the place to go. So let's make our way there. And while I fight a few battles to get there, let's play some Jeopardy! What prompt did I give Deep AI to come up with this picture? If you guessed Kia hamsters having a pizza party, you would be correct. I am not sure why they are not these hamsters, or where any Kia part is, or why one of the pizza toppings is buttons, but that is the answer. Oh, Pikachu, you did not see that bomb coming. So going back to my journey, we had a few more battles on the way there. Like here on this stage, it gets a bit foggy, probably to hide Duck Hunt's ugly ass looks. But don't worry, man, you are still better looking than this guy. The Star Fox team really did have it out for anyone named Will, so, well, that sucks for you guys. Or excuse me, Will sucks for you guys. This fight was a bitch, but Final Smash saved my ass. That happens a lot, and I think it's one of my best strategies, relying on the OP attack. Here Bowser just kills himself, good for him. Oh, this is a good time to mention that some of the characters or spirits you unlock along the way give you the ability to open up new paths. Like right here I can grow this plant that brings me up to the heavens. Man, I think I'm getting really close to beating this. Hey Jigglypuff, can you give me a good thumbnail? Thank you. And the path is clear to face the final boss. Oh, there's a shield up. That's not good. Alright, so after a little bit of Googling, it says I need to go to the Temple of Light in the top left corner of the map. If you knew that already, or also know more than that, please don't make fun of me. I'm already having a pretty rough day as is. The Switch 2 has now come out as I'm commentating this, and I just missed out on some stock of it at Target. It's been a rough day. So off we go there. The first obstacle is Ganondorf. Alright, he just ran off the screen. Now let's fast forward this a bit. Okay, here we are. This thing is more of a ghost town than a theater during a Steven Seagal feature. I must have beaten this before. So after a little more Googling, I must defeat two bosses at the two corners of the map, which you may recall one of them. Funny how that works. That's what you say when the rapist comes. Okay, here we are. He is running away from me. Maybe I got some bad BO or something. I probably should go take a shower. I'm not entirely sure what I did, but he finally perched on this hill. So it's time to tell him that dragons don't exist, bitch. I'm going to make him feel like a fish swimming in lava. Ah shit, this guy's good. Yeah, the boss was a pain in the ass, which I was playing at like 2 in the morning, and I didn't have any Red Bulls to keep me going, and I had work in a few hours that, you know, that helps me pay the bills. So maybe he wasn't hard, I was just making bad decisions all around. Here is the time I did beat him, as I did cut like the other 10 times out. He made me feel more violated than a court puppet. My up smash missile was very effective at attacking him, but I feel with most bosses, it's about learning how his attacks are and how to dodge them. Like the fireballs, you simply run across the screen as he shoots behind you, or a good time to dodge roll is when he flies at you. Take advantage too when he thinks he's a gopher and digs into the ground. And yeah, just attack after and dodge his attacks, and we're eating dragon for dinner.
Just need you to name an animal.
Yeah.
That we eat but doesn't eat us.
Doesn't eat us, that's easy. A dragon!
The shield around Galeem is weakening? Boy, I really do hope that is it. So there was one more boss at the bottom left corner of the map, so I'm gonna skip a bunch of the bullcrap. Here we are at the next boss, and it was in the base, which I am 99% sure that's where I got Snake. Wonder why I hadn't beaten this guy when I was here before. He probably kicked my ass or something. He gave me a needs improvement grade. But we got to take him down this time. Ah, so close. Ah, close again. Ah, very close. Dang, that was close. That time wasn't as close. This time was very close. That was my closest yet. Quite close again. Close yet again. I'm very close. Ah, there we go. See? That's all it took. He was about as easy as trying to have anal with a very angry bull. I probably shouldn't have beat him either. I mentioned that just a bit ago, the key is to dodge his attacks and then use the time afterwards to attack him. And then you hope you win. Dodging the attacks are definitely the hard part, which I don't think I had the patience for. Which can best be summed up by him attacking me while he's actually launching his missiles. And I get my final hit just before he smashed me to bits. But we are done. Oh, and he is free to fight. So we gotta be close.
You're unbearably naive.
I figured it would be a good time to upgrade my skills. Oh. That would have been helpful like 30 minutes ago. So off to the final boss I ran. Oh, it's Master Hand. Don't worry. I will do quite a job on this hand. Never mind, he did quite a job on me. So after being somewhat more smart and careful against Master Hand, and you know, looking out for his attacks, we do beat him, and we finally have reached the final boss, Galeem. I hope he isn't hard. Unlike me. Oh, he's hard too. I got very good at finding a lot of ways to lose to him. He definitely was tougher than the other bosses. All you can target is this little light ball, which I guess explains why it's called the Word of Light. And I found myself getting just more frustrated. He does this one attack where like light slices across the screen. It's not that bad until like the second half of the fight, where it's a lot of light slicing across the screen. Yeah, that attack sent me to Angryville, and I did not like it one bit. Quite frankly, I was not sure what to do. It was honestly making me think cutting myself was a viable solution. So I did something even worse. I went to the internet for answers. That's right, the place where brain cells come to die. I looked to the hive mind of the internet for... Oh, using Nestworks? Let's see it. Oh snap, yeah. Looks like his down B just healed all my health. Oh, so we got a whole new ball game now. I don't even really know how to play his Nest, but I'm kicking his ass. Galeem can just shove his light ball right up a horse's ass and get the fuck out of here. I have defeated you and beaten the game. Yeah, I love you, OP. I love you. I'd give you a BJ OP and you just would not forget it. Mainly because it'd probably be awful. I really wouldn't want to do it. No. I said BJ, not Handy. What is going on here? Who is Darkon? Hey guys, just want to let you know it's been a few minutes now between my commentary. Turns out there's a whole other level to the World of Light, and I have just started. From what I gather, the Dark World is pretty complex and even harder than the main world. So, yeah, I think I've confirmed that this challenge is much harder than it seems. Yeah. Yeah. You remember when there's that teen boy who found all those leaked Kate Upton nudes? But this could be a lot harder than he was. So we are back at this adventure after finding new faith in this challenge. The first fight wasn't too bad, we will take it. I had some issues fighting Crazy Hand as I found myself jumping off the stage, which I actually did twice. Finally beat Crazy Hand, much easier when you don't kill yourself. Look at this map, yeah, there's a whole other world to complete. Damn!
Well, damn it.
I am scared for this. I'm like as scared as Incineroar is of this missile. And I should be. This Octolong battle was an absolutely awful one for me. So I had to revert to my old strategies. Pray I live long enough to get my final smash, and then rely on my missiles to do everything for me. And I guess it worked. Okay, I'll say it. Only psychos like Mega Man actually enjoy this map. Eat banana, bitch.
Banana.
Okay, so this has now led me to the Sacred Lands. I have found out there's 3 different subsections here in the Dark World. This one is the Zelda version of it. I wonder if I will get easier opponents in this land, like the imprisoned here who cannot move. Still an absolute mistake in Skyward Sword. Coming up, we have the Fog match. What do you think I should use auto pick? Of course, no anti-fog spirits. This auto pick is such a genius. He's like the kid who ate too much glue in kindergarten. I think one of the harder fights in this section is the Calamity Ganon fight. Basically, he's a really oh, okay, it looks like I won. Alright, so we gotta pick up the pace here. So I can beat this thing before Mom comes in my room and grabs me for playing video games, kicks me out of the house, and forced me to do a 9-to-5 job. I technically did all those things myself, but here we are now. Ah, this sucks. Isabelle's like a great match for Snake because she can just grab all like the grenades and missiles I throw her way. So my strategy is going to be to smash her into this crab and it will give her the face that she just got it up the butt for the first time and move on to the next challenge. Yeah, it opens up a pack to unlock Young Link. You gotta free, I think, 3 of the Zelda characters that all have pieces of the Triforce, which will open up the boss to this land. You think we need more flame balls? I think we do. The Zelda puzzle over here, it's not really too bad. You have to light the torches to make a certain time for a clock, and it just tells you that time. So that's great. Oh, and I think we're like, what, almost 20 minutes in the video? Past 20 minutes? I'm not sure. And I don't think I've talked at all about my great C4 trick, where I just drop one from the heavens and then blow up whoever the fuck's down there. It's a fun go-to of mine. Another fun go-to of mine is when I'm gonna for sure lose a fight, and my final smash saves my ass. Oh man, this has really become my saving grace in completing this stupid-ass challenge I gave myself. I really don't even know why I said this was like gonna be an easier challenge like when I started all this. I'm pretty sure I jinxed myself. With how this is going, I could really use an easy fight. Perfect. Things are changing for me now. I actually got a Switch too. Hell, I think I've uploaded like a video or maybe even 2 by now. Yeah, shows how long this challenge has taken me as it spammed the whole process of me getting the Switch 2. And what are you doing? Alright, we got the Master Sword. $10 it reveals the map as a Triforce. Yep, I knew it. That money will go a long way. D-Love Prostitute is now affordable. What's your plan here, villager? Ah, killing yourself via the spike ball. That's a bold move if I've ever seen one.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I just plan a C4 on this bitch, so let's see if I can get him with the old 1-2 residence. Oh, hell yeah! Yes, I did totally just come up pants right now. I absolutely owned you, Marth. Huh. Really must be off to find Dorothy or something. So let's move along to the gameplay. Y'all must have noticed that the missiles are my go-to. I mean, like I'm using them to push Gandalf off the stage like I'm some kind of offensive lineman. Ah, so we reached the final boss. Must be Ganon. Yep, it's Ganon. Let's fight him. Okay, we beat him. How long of gameplay did that take? Huh. That's not good. This fight was probably the hardest yet, which is saying something as the other fights were hard as shit. Snake wasn't working for me, so I switched up to Link as his sword attacks were a great way to attack him. And it seemed fitting. Ganon's weak spot is the tail like you know from the other Zelda games. So one big key was jumping over him to get to that tail, and Link's smash attack was a great way to do a lot of efficient damage. I had to get tactical too with my spirits. This gave me high jumps and I picked the more defensive one as I really had to survive his attacks. Which I kind of felt like a kid's soccer team against a professional team just trying to defend. It was going awful. His sword changes color depending on what attack he would use. I think the yellow ones got me the most. Which I'll say it, I kind of got greedy trying to get attacks in when I probably should have backed off. Especially when he has half health left, he does attack more often. Which I think is cheating and unfair, and he should probably put into electrical chair for his crimes. But eventually I do down him. I use that spike down links, which is very helpful. Yeah, take that, you son of a bitch. This challenge was an absolute bitch. We need some easier challenges. Oh yeah, enjoy that spike ball DDD. All part of a balanced breakfast. God damn you crazy hand, can you just sit there and die, you little shit, tweaking out on crack or something? There we go. Oh my god. I'm getting absolutely smashed by Sheik and her friend. Which you know, some people are into that, I am not. Well damn, my final smash saved my ass again. Guess now I'm doing the smashing on Sheik. It's a toasty one here. Wolf is heating up as I try and... Oh, he just died from like the fire. I mean, fuck me, I had so many fire puns just written down that I gotta go burn. So I am starting to make more progress. I entered Dracula's castle. This looks like it's the next subsection of the Dark World. Oh, and I unlocked Wario 2. Dude looks like he's about to take a bite of like the biggest donut in the world. Hey Wolf, can you jump into that mine? Such an idiot. So we have reached the final boss of the section. It took me much longer to reach this point. I just cut that all out of the video. We had to get to the good stuff. We gotta watch me punish Dracula. I'm his third worst nightmare after garlic and sunlight. And for once, I don't have to do a deep analysis on this boss. Dracula's pretty easy. His attacks don't do too much and are easy to dodge. His health is surprisingly low for bosses. Snake's up smash basically just gave him a lifetime supply of pain in. Who the fuck is this guy? Turns out he has a second phase where he becomes a gargoyle. I'm guessing this is some kind of bit from the Castlevania game. I don't know, I've never played it. And yeah, the gargoyle beat me. Back to the drawing board we go. Hope the drawing board doesn't charge me for these visits. I have visited him a lot. How are we going to beat this mode? Let's try the AI again. So my prompt for how to beat Smash Bros. Gargoyle Dracula resulted in this. Looks more like a gargoyle dragon that's missing an arm and the fire is leaking out of his mouth. But nowhere in this does it show me how to win the fight. Don't worry, I figured it out. I read somewhere, I can't find it now, but Simon was recommended fighter to use. That kind of makes sense. I'm also using the Great Fairies that can heal me a ton and give me a lot more hits to endure. And we also gotta agree, that's a 9 right there. Simon's a character I never played before, so that isn't good. But his main B attack had good range and it did a ton of damage to this dude. I was able to get through the first phase in good shape. It's the gargoyle form that's much harder anyways. I probably should have been more careful around his attacks, but I was feeling it. And after somehow surviving this attack, I had a nice shield and got in the final blow. Yep, with 279% damage. Not even a close fight, my guy. So that's this section complete. I believe there is one more in the Dark World, and then we should be able to go and fight Darkon. We will have beaten the World of Light. We can all go and celebrate. I'll buy everyone around us shots at the bar. Probably be the cheaper stuff as I am poor. Actually, probably no shots as I am poor. And also there's probably more to go after Darkon, but we don't know until we make it past this next section. You know, that's a good question. I'll ask the AI how much longer I have to beat the World of Light. I bet it will enlighten me. Well, this shit seems ominous. Looks like God is about to abduct me right now. Boy, I am hoping I beat this soon because this is making it look like I do not have much time left. We got to get a move on. Ah, crap, forgot to switch off Simon. Good thing Dark Link really sucks here. Yeah, Simon says take a sword to the face, you emo piece of shit. They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I am praying I find an orchard soon so I can beat this guy. Holy crud, that was with less than a second left. With all these fights against like the hamburger helper on meth, I will say I'm getting a lot of practice and definitely getting better at them. I got this one with a C4. Nice going, me. Poor Greninja here had a one-way ticket to the tunnel of pain. I would not want to be him. If this match doesn't sum up my gameplay style well, I don't think anything will. I got saved by my final smash and just kind of kept up the pressure using all these remote missiles. Poor Greninja went from the tunnel of pain to an even worse torture in this fight. I really do not want to be him. Which is saying something because I don't like being myself. Let's fold it up with Ike getting a healthy dose of C4. Man, I am really relying on all my tried and true tricks right now. But gotta do it as we get near the end. So like, I think we're in the third area of the Dark World. I think it's the final area I gotta do. There's like it's like some quiz area where you just progress further if you got the questions right or some shit. But I think I've hit the wall. It's the Taboo fight. I recall him being the final boss of the Smash Bros. Brawl story mode. You face a metal Bayonetta who is also huge and makes a boogeyman scared shitless. Her attacks cover so much range, and she feels practically unbeatable in close range. And being a stamina battle and her health this high, there isn't many ways to manipulate this in my favor. I've gotten stuck before during this challenge, but a lot of that was on bosses I could at least figure out a strategy for. This, I don't know what I'm doing. I thought it was like as fucked as you are on your math test tomorrow. Yeah, we all know you do not know your geometric proofs. I did try to cheese it. I switched to Bowser and used his side B to throw her off the stage. But I die first, so that didn't work. Yeah, I feel your pain, Bowser. This legit made me feel depressed. I nearly quit the challenge. Off to the internet I went for answers, and there was a Reddit post about it. This guy said try Medusa Spirit, you can get it nearby. I can't say I want to do much with that bitch if I just turn to stone looking at her, but I went with it and got it, which it felt nice to win a fight again. So I gave it a try and I did 10 damage to her. Although, go back to the post here, it did talk about enhancing it, which I have never really done, but I guess I take all these tokens and just give it to Medusa. You know, she does look more intimidating now. And how did my fight go? Much better. I got hope again. I took down the noose. I switched to Bowser as my plan was to just do brute force attacks on her, especially as her range is just all over the map. Which after a few tries, check out this start. Start with the ground pound. Yeah, I get a few hits, but then I use my side B to smash her down. And then look at it again. I do side B again and smash her down. That's half her health right there. I survived long enough to get my final smash. And boom! I just booked this bitch's plane ticket and it's a one-way trip to hell. I was so fucking happy I have beaten her. Nice work, Medusa. You can turn me into stone as much as you would like. And with that, we're on the next boss. I think I'll roll Medusa again. I'm taking another result of what a clown and bat's baby would look like. That's basically, it's like came out of a Dark Knight fanfic. And I won on the first try. I didn't even break a sweat. Anyone have any complaints with Medusa for president? I mean, it beats our current one. I even made you some AI art Medusa for your campaign. I don't know what nation this is as the words didn't come out right, but Medusa has my vote. Being the final section, Darkon revealed himself, so this may be the final boss. I kind of feel like I'm in for a struggle. And then I beat him my second try. Medusa's like a fucking cheat code or something. Holy shit. I should have looked more into like the best spirits from the start of this. That might have made this challenge a lot easier. If you've been screaming at your computer for the last half hour due to me kind of neglecting this, I am sorry. I will repay you.
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time? Yeah.
So I did some research as to what was the next part of this mission, and it sounds near next impossible. I haven't played this for a few weeks, and honestly I'm not sure if I can keep this up. I don't know, we'll see. As you can see from the gameplay, that wasn't the end. You gotta go to this final area where Darkon and Gleam are like facing off. What you have to do is fight over to them. You also beat like Master Hand and Crazy Hand servants along the way. You got to make sure that you beat battles on both sides evenly, so one side isn't stronger than the other and you face the final true battle. Which when looking it up, sounds like beating it on hard mode will be about the same as getting 10 dicks fucking your asshole at once. I hate myself, but I don't think I want to go through that level of punishment. The final season of Stranger Things comes out this year. I got to see how they make these adults pretend to be high schoolers. So I'll just keep going and see where I get to. I rolled on, unlocked Dark Samus, that's pretty cool. I beat Crazy Hand, I better have, I got a lot of practice against this fuck by now. Oh, and I got Roy too, because we all know Roy's our boy. Splendid! Master Hand learned this new pain attack that does an obnoxious unfair amount of damage. Must have learned that from the Splatoon twats. I took notes on how to dodge it, so I was able to do that the second time and I beat this fucking cheating jerk off. Did Rob just lose all of his buffs? That's convenient, we can scrap this useless hunk of junk. Get back here, Wario, you useless speedy fat turd. Fuck it, just take my smash attack. I'm really getting more vulgar as I try to finish this shit. So what's this battle all about? Oh, peanut butter nutter fucker. Ah man, so we reached another one of those fights that the game made borderline impossible. Giant Little Mac has overpowered close range, but he can cover the entire map because he is giant. I'm getting really sick of these bullshit fights. So let's fight bullshit with bullshit. I'm going to change it up to Yoshi, and I'm going to try to spit Little Mac off the stage. It worked! Okay, so I made it all the way to the end, and it isn't open yet. I read that you actually have to beat Master Hand and Crazy Hand on both sides. I guess they show up twice. So back to doing that. But first, you gotta watch me do my classic snake strategy against poor Incineroar. Boy, it is a good thing I have a limited supply of missiles. Gotta hand it to you, Master Hand. You gave it your best shot, but not good enough. You need to do more than 568 damage to me, champ. Okay, so Master Hand down, who is next? God damn it, I just did the same shit like a few fights ago. Yeah, come over here, buddy. Yeah, burn, bitch. So Crazy Hand, I gotta finish. My god, I have no idea how he didn't throw me off the stage there. Alright, just don't do anything to me, finger. Perfect, good block. One more up missile. I have no idea how Crazy Hand did not capitalize on that. But I have put both my hands down on facing these fuckers. So we are near the end, and this Captain Falcon fight was an absolute breeze. Why can't the rest of this shit be this easy? Oh, hey, this is pretty cool. You fight as Master Hand now, which I don't think there's really much tactic to it. I just kind of did like the up smash followed by the down smash and repeated a whole bunch, and I won. But it's still cool that after all these years, you get to play as him. Glad I got something out of this, because it has become a nightmare of a challenge. Speaking of which, I've reached the final battle. I conquered both light and dark. My motivation to grind through one more thing is at an all-time low. I am the car that's like a few feet away from the gas station. Yeah, basically I ran out of gas just before the finish line. Shit, I'll give this a go though. Oh, and because this battle is so long, you get 3 fighters to join your team. I added Samus and Captain Falcon to join because, I don't know, they seem cool. And I'll be rolling with Medusa again because she should be like the overlord of the galaxy at this point. And the Great Fairy has given me some key recovery health many times this journey, so best I let her do her thing one more time. How it works is you must climb up the stage for the first part, and then win like a 3-team battle. Blue and green teams are fighting each other, so I just let them do their thing and then finished off the last guy. I give Wii Fit Trainer here her daily lethal dose of protein, and off we go. You need to fend off Darkon and Gleam at some points in the climb, which I don't as Snake, and he died. So Captain Falcon is up next. Okay, we are now on to Samus. You go, girl. Boy, I kind of fucked her more than a porn star gets fucked. So let's do the climb again. We're going to fast forward to part 2. You might notice I'm Captain Falcon now. Yeah, I kind of fucked up when I was Snake. But don't worry, I get him back, you see in this corner. So that's good, as we need all the help we can get for part 2. Because what's not good is I gotta face every single boss that destroyed my will to live all over again. All these bosses that made me lose sleep. I need to face them again. The dragon is up first. Yeah, rewind like to the start of the video. He made me shit my pants. I nearly Falcon punched him to his demise. Well, so much for him. Samus did finish him at least. Dracula. I recall this one. I'll kick Phase 1's ass, and then Phase 2 kicked my ass. Well, Samus didn't even finish off Phase 1. My boy Snake is back though. Yeah, Phase 1, you can go suck a massive dick. Now I'm just gonna push the gargoyle off the roof it resides on, and well, he put me on the train to Foxville. So time to do it again. Fuck it. I am proud of how much of this game I beat on hard mode, but I like my sandy. I'm doing this fight on normal. If you made it this far in the video, which shit, I'm amazed I actually did. You can call me a fraud if you want for not finishing it on hard difficulty. I don't really care. I just want this done, man. I just want the passing grade from the teacher. D's get degrees, and also gets you a lot of money in the porn industry. So off we go. I must say, I really did enjoy how much easier the enemies were on normal difficulty. I got to Phase 2 in good shape. The robot was up first. And dang, normal mode makes him so much easier. Now it's Giga Bowser's turn. Giga Bowser. I must have beat him before I made this video. Which, thinking of it, what the fuck was I doing in the world of light before this? I straight up only beat a single boss. Oh, fuck me, he got Snake. Now screw you, take a lethal elbow, you ugly fuck. Kinda blows too, is you get a heart container to recover your health after the second fight. If only Snake could have held on for just a little bit longer. Captain Falcon was great though. He grounded the dragon for me, shoved Dracula back into his coffin, rid the world of this abomination, and absolutely destroyed Ganon, which, wow, he was so much easier in normal difficulty. And this is it. Phase 3, here we come. You must defeat Gleam and Darkon, who are battling each other. So a smart thing to do is just focus on dodging their attacks and let them beat each other. But this is normal difficulty, and I felt like I should put as much focus in this as our government does. I basically just kicked the shit out of whichever ball was more vulnerable. Except for when, one gets stunned, they get hammered by the other. Falcon was terrific for me. Most of the health was going down. Except for this stretch, where the attacks, comboed and pushed me off the stage. Don't worry, we got Samus coming up. Who didn't really do a whole lot. It is fitting Snake wraps this up, though. He was my boy for this journey. Without him, this would not have been possible. And what's lucky for me is here, Gleam is gonna take out Darkon. So just like that, I only have one more to worry about. He does have a bit of health left and these characters explode, so I'm just gonna dodge them by going up. Yeah, they can't get me here. One more dodge and... Oh, wait, no. Oh. Fuck. No! Ah! Oh, wait. Thank God we just restart the battle. Oh man, I was close to throwing myself out the window. So with Snake leading off, this was an absolute breeze. There goes Galeem, just one more to go. Shit. Kinda died in all those crazy lights. Well, Medusa Falcon can get the final blow. Yeah, good for him. And... yep. That's it. I beat them. Yay. This is it for me too. I ain't trying hard mode. I don't want to experience like ripping out my heart and just rubbing it against a cheese grater. I'm satisfied with this. And I'm proud to have beaten it. Was I expecting to take this long? Fuck no. Am I absolutely mind-boggled at how long this video became? Hell yeah. But I did it. For those of you remaining, I can leave you with a final message. Here is one more AI-generated image. Can you guess what prompt I put in? Yes. I'm fucking done with this.